If you want to get more gems in Magic Arena, then I want to help you get more gems by going through my top 6 ways of turning your gold, or maybe a tiny bit of money, into gems in the game that you can spend on the Mastery Pass and on events. So let's go through the 6 different ways. But before we get started, don't forget you can like this video and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any future videos like this. And leave a comment below to let me know if you have any other questions about getting gems as much as possible in Magic Arena, or if I've missed something out, let me know that too. Okay, so why do you want to have gems in Magic Arena? There are actually 2 main reasons you might want to get gems. The first one is to buy the Mastery Pass. Now, the Mastery Pass costs 3,400 gems to buy, and it's the most value that anyone can get out of spending gems on Magic Arena. For 99% of constructed players, that's where you want to be. You want to be buying that Mastery Pass, so you don't just get the rewards at the top of the track, you get all these great rewards at the bottom as well. There's a new Mastery Pass for every set, which is roughly every 3 months, which means you need to get enough gems every 3 months to unlock it to get the most value. But we do get gems back as a reward from the Mastery Pass as well. So you get 1,200 gems back, which means the net cost of the Mastery Pass is only 2,200 gems. So ideally we want to get at least 2,200 gems every 3 months if you want to at the very least get the Mastery Pass. The second reason why you might want to get gems in Magic Arena is to pay for entries into events. There are a variety of events in Magic Arena. We have Premier Drafts and Quick Drafts. We even have kind of standard Alchemy, Historic Explorer events. These constructed events that will give you gems that you can pay in gems or pay in gold, and you can win packs and other things back. So normally, if we're looking at the conversion rate of gems to gold, like I said, 200 gems is worth 1,000 gold. So for events like this, if you're spending 2,500 gold, the equivalent in gems would be 500, but you get a 25% discount on spending gems to enter events. So if you've already got the Mastery Pass, and if you want to play limited events or constructed events, then it's better to pay in gems, as long as you're still getting the Mastery Pass. Don't spend your Mastery Pass gems on events. You want to make sure you at least get the Mastery Pass first. Any other events come afterwards with extra gems. So if you only want the Mastery Pass, you only need the 2,200 gems every 3 months or so. If you want to play other events as well, then any extra gems can go into that. So the first way we can get gems is the best way, the easiest way, works for everyone. If you go to the store, in this first slot and this daily deal, sometimes we'll have card styles, most often, sometimes there's packs, sometimes you can get some free gold, sometimes there are draft tokens, but sometimes there are gems you can buy. So if you want to buy the gems from the store, the deal that comes up is 1,500 gold to buy 400 gems, which is better than the average exchange rate between gems and gold, because 1,500 gold is only worth 300 gems. So everyone can do that. It comes up every 6 weeks. I'll leave a link in the description below that links to the video where I talk about the daily deals in more depth, in more detail. But basically, every 6 weeks, you can buy some free gems from the store. So have a look here every so often, every 6 weeks, and you can get some free gems. That's the best way. It works for everyone. The next best way you can get gems in Magic Arena is by playing in events. Now, like I said, you can pay gems to enter events, or you can just pay in gold. Which event is best for you depends on how much you like that format. So with drafting, we have quick drafts and we have premier drafts. A lot of people don't like drafting at all, and a lot of people really rave about it. So it depends on what your opinion of drafting is, and it depends on what your win rate tends to be for drafting. So if you find that you enter a draft event and you get 1 or 2 wins if you're lucky, but sometimes you even get no wins, then quick draft is the best option for you to convert your gold into gems, because it costs 500 gold to enter the quick draft, and you draft all the cards, you get about 50 cards, and then you also get gems as a reward if you don't win any games at all. Then you've got a lot of cards for your 5,000 gold, and you get 50 gems for nothing. because you didn't have to win anything. If you get 1 win, you get 100, 2 wins, you get 200, 3 wins, you get 300, and it scales up a little bit more after that. But pretty much 100 gems for every win in a quick draft, especially if you're only getting at the absolute most 3 wins. So let's assume for your 5,000 gold, you're getting 1, 2, or 300 gems from those wins. They can go towards your mastery pass at the very least. If you're aiming to get 2,200 gems from every 3 months or so, then doing a quick draft every so often, you get a few hundred gems. It's going to add up to enough to keep paying for the mastery pass for you. The other option, if you're looking at draft events, is to do the premier draft instead. And with the premier draft, it costs 10,000 gold to enter, so it's double the cost of the quick draft, but the rewards you get are much better. So if you think you can get at least 3 wins, the premier draft is probably the better option for you. If we get no wins, we get 50 again, 1 wins is 100, 2 wins is 250, so it's almost the same as a quick draft. But when we get to 3 wins, we get 1,000 gems. And then after that, you get between 200 and 400 gems more for each additional win. So if you're going to get 3 wins or more, then Premier Draft is going to be better for you. You also get more packs as you go along as well, so that helps build your collection. The reason why 3 wins in a Premier Draft is much better than 3 wins in a quick draft is because with a quick draft, when you win 3 games, you're getting 300 gems for a 5,000 gold entry fee, which means you're getting about 60 gems for every 1,000 gold. Well, if we enter the Premier Draft for 10,000 gold and win 1,000 gems, we're getting 100 gems for every 1,000 gold rather than 60. So the Premier Draft is getting us almost twice as many gems for our gold. The difference being if you enter a quick draft twice and spend your 10,000 gold there, you're going to get 2 drafts. So you're basically getting twice as many cards for free. So sometimes quick draft can be better for building a collection overall, but Premier Draft can be better if you get more wins. If you have a higher win rate in limited, then you want to be getting at least 3 wins. Once you get to 4 wins or 5 wins, you're getting enough gems to pretty much pay for itself to enter another one. So the Premier Drafts can roll on, go infinite, spiral out of control if you can get 4 or 5 wins from the Premier Draft. So that's why that's better if you tend to get a better win rate in draft events. The fourth way we can get more gems for our gold is by doing standard events or other constructed events, but the alchemy event, historic and explorer events all have a bigger card pool, so it depends on how big your card collection is or how good of a deck you have in that format. But let's just say just standard events, for example, the cost, the entry fee for the other events are the same, so it doesn't make any difference really. You can spend 2,500 gold here, and if you choose one of your standard decks, it has to pretty much be the best deck you can possibly make with the highest win rate, because you're going to be playing against other people who really don't want to lose games. So if you get no wins before getting your 3 losses, you get 25 gems. 1 win you get 50, 2 wins you get 75, 3 wins you get 200, so it starts jumping up a bit more, and then 300, 400, and so on. 450, 500, so the gems start leveling out a bit there. So if we can get 3 wins in a standard event, just because that's an average kind of roughly 50% win rate, then you're spending 2,500 gold to get 200 gems back, which is giving you less than 100 gold per win, which doesn't sound that good, but don't forget the entry fee for this is half the amount for a quick draft, so you can enter 2 standard events for every quick draft you can enter. And if you get 200 gems for 2,500 gold entry fee, then you're getting 80 gems for every 1,000 gold. So quick draft, about 60 gems per 1,000 gold for 3 wins. Standard events or other constructed events, about 80 gems per 1,000 gold. And in the Premier Draft event, for 3 wins, you're getting 100 gems for every 1,000 gold. So the Premier Draft works out better. If you don't like draft, or you're not very good at getting a high win rate in Premier Draft, then maybe you could try standard events. They're quite competitive, but if you have a really good deck and you think you can do well, you could try it out. You can get some gems that way. It's one way to avoid playing limited events at all if it's not for you, if you don't like limited at all. The 5th way you can get more gems on your account, which It's a very small amount of gems, but it does add up, is by making the most of the duplicate protection system. So once you have 4 copies of any individual rare card, when you get an individual card reward, if that card is rare and if it's one that you already have 4 copies of, then you'll get 20 gems instead of getting the actual card because you already have 4 copies of it. If it's a mythic card, then you'll get 40 gems instead as compensation for not getting the card. So there are a few different ways to get individual card rewards. Jump-in events are easy. You can enter with jump-in tokens if you have them, or 1,000 gold. You get some packs and you get to keep those cards, so it's good for some people building a collection. And when you get at least 1 win, you'll get at least an uncommon individual card reward. Now sometimes this is upgraded to a rare, so if you already have 4 copies of that rare, you'll get 20 gems back. The other ways of getting individual card rewards are getting at least 5 daily wins. You get a few if you go up to 15 daily wins. They are at least uncommon, but they can be upgraded to rare as well. Same thing for the end of the Mastery Pass. If you go all the way to the end of the Mastery Pass and you complete all the levels, then every level you get after that will give you another uncommon card reward, which can be upgraded to a rare or mythic. So again, that's potential there. And then the other way of getting rare individual card rewards more reliably is by doing the midweek magic events. So every week we have an event where you can get 2 rare individual card rewards just by playing whatever the format of the week is. And in recent times, I've been more reliably getting gems from completing that event than I have actually getting cards, because my card collection has got to the point where I have 4 copies of lots of different rares. So if you have a bigger collection, if you have 4 copies of lots of different rares, there's a good chance that you'll get some gems from these individual card rewards as well. And the last way we can get more gems in Magic Arena is not by spending gold, but by spending actual money. Now, if you want to be a completely free-to-play player, that's absolutely fine. I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. But there are some ways you can get gems without spending very much money at all. So I'm going to go through the different ways that you can get gems for the money, and we'll talk about those in order of the amount of value you get from them. So the best one is a one-time purchase, which is the Welcome Bundle, which gives you 2,500 gems and 5 packs for just $5. So that's 500 gems per dollar. You won't see that rate anywhere else. That is the absolute best, most cost-effective way of getting gems for your money. If you're trying to get the Mastery Pass for the first time, then an extra 2,500 gems is putting you well on the way to getting that Mastery Pass, and then rolling on by winning more gems from the Mastery Pass. So it's the best thing. If you're going to spend anything at all, $5, one-time purchase. That's the best thing you can get. And the packs, let's just assume the packs are an extra bonus. The other one-time purchase we have in the store is the Adventurer Bundle, which is 3,500 gems for $15. So it's not quite as good as getting 2,500 for just $5, but it's a one-time purchase, and it's you also get an avatar and a card sleeve, which is something or nothing to you maybe. But 3,500 gems for just $15 is 233 gems per dollar, which is not as good as 500 over here, but 233 is better than most other deals you'll find. The other deal where you can get almost as many gems for $15. Every time a new set comes out, we have the Pass Bundle, the $15 bundle that gets you the Mastery Pass. Well, if you're always going to be spending 3,400 gems on the Mastery Pass to unlock that every set, then spending $15 on the bundle unlocks the pass for you. It's basically like buying 3,400 gems. You also get an extra card or 2 or cosmetic with it, or a pet, or other things that come with that as well. So that deal works out at 226 gems per dollar. Comes up once every 3 months or so. I recommend it. It's not very much to spend on the game every 3 months. So if you have a little bit of money that you want to spend into the game, it's the next best thing after these one-time purchases that you can do every 3 months if you want to. Of course, the other thing we can do is we can just spend money on gems directly, and we can do this any number of times that we want. The best one, the best value you can get, is by spending $100 to get 20,000 gems, because that's 200 gems per dollar. Now, it's not as good value as those other options, and you have to spend $100 to do it. So it's up to you if you want to spend that much money in the game, but it's always there. It's the best deal if you want to get lots and lots of gems. And then the last way, Or the worst way we can get gems for dollars is by spending $5 to get 750 gems. Remember, we got 2,500 from the welcome bundle, so 750 gems for the same cost is not particularly great. This actually works out at just getting 150 gems per dollar, so it's a lot less than the other options. And it's, yeah, 750 gems isn't going to get you much. You're basically spending $5 to do a quick draft. It's not really worth it in comparison to any of the other ways we can buy gems. It's probably better for you if you have the $100 to spend that once, because you're going to get a lot more gems for your $100 than if you did this 20 times over the course of a year or something. So those are the 6 different ways you can get more gems in Magic Arena, and here they are ranked against the amount you can get for your gold or for your money. The best is the store daily deals, and then you have the premier draft, the constructed event, the quick draft, individual card rewards, or spending your money on the deals in the store. The welcome bundle's the best, the adventurer bundle and the mastery pass pre-order bundle are pretty good as well, but you can always buy gems for more money if you really want to. So I hope that was helpful in going through the different ways you can get gems. Let me know in the comments below if this has been helpful to you, and if you have any other questions about getting gems from the game, or if I've missed anything. Maybe I've missed some ways of getting gems. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching to the end, and I will see you in the next one.